What's up? Welcome to that. We got so many shows we don't even know what there are. Welcome to Oscillators and Percolators, and today we got something cool, man. I got something a little special, sound demo, man, from the Fred's Lab Manatee. And the cool thing about it is we've had 3 or 4 or 5 videos now about the Fred's Lab Manatee. It's a synthesizer that I've been following for over a year. I think it's cool. It's an awesome boutique company. One-man show pretty much. Fred, absolute legend, making synthesizers, you know, for the love of it. And the Manatee, I know Twin Cities Oxygen got it. So anyways, welcome to the show. This is Oscillators and Percolators. Hope you enjoy yourself. Today we're just going to be going over to Fred's Lab Manatee, having a good time, listening to some sounds, and doing whatever else we got on the go. I got a couple other things here. I got this baby right here. Okay, we'll talk about that. And yeah, we'll just have a good time, man. But the Fred's Lab Manatee is a synthesizer I've been following for a while, and there's a super cool story behind it, and I'll get into that a little bit later once some people start rolling in. But for now, man, just get warmed up, have a sip of coffee. We got Conductive in the chat. Just let me get the live chat pulled up here so we can all see what's going on. A second now. Let's see if this works. Live chat so you guys can see the comments when they're rolling in. Of course, you want to see the comments rolling in. You want to see what the people are saying, right? So let me just adjust it on the screen here in live time. Gotta do some live TV sometimes, right? There we go. Looks good to me. Let's see if it works. There he is, Conductive. What's happening, baby? We got Daniel the Dentist. What's going on? We got Mark Anderson. What's happening? We got Synth Freaks. What's up? Easel Cat. Yeah, so I got that one working there. If I jump over screens to the mainframe here. All right, welcome to the studio. This is the new revamped look of the whole studio. We got the big samurai images going on in the back. Of course, you got the Juno X right there, obviously. And right here, if I just get rid of my second self for a second, I can show you something else. And right here, we got the beautiful Fred's Lab Manatee. Absolute insane beast. Spectral engine, classic VA algorithms, 2 filters, 1 drive per voice, noise, ring modulator, part delay, part comb, 2 EQs, master reverb, 2 stereo ins, now MIDI clock in and out. It's got it all, baby. MPE enabled, polyphonic aftertouch enabled, built like a tank. Knobs are glorious. Echo Craft would just fall in love. Let me get the live chat going on this screen too. Hold on. We'll gear it all up here. There's no rush this morning. This is Oscillators and Percolators. It's a little more toned down style show. I'm not as amped as I usually am at Oscillators and Percolators until the coffee kicks in. So let me get the live chat pulled up on the screen. Where is it? Live chat. There we go. Properties. If anybody's got a YouTube channel and you want to know how to pull up your live chats, just go to live chat overlay in Google Chrome, and it's an extension, and it just automatically integrates with your YouTube. This is cool. All right, that one looks good. Let's jump screens over and see what we got going on the other side here. I got this screen geared up with the demo. I got a live chat going on in here too. Let me see if I can gear this one up. Here we go. All right, we got a live chat going there. One more adjustment. That's cool. And then we've got over here are absolute Titantron of a headquarters. Now, do I have a live chat in this one? Let me just see if I can pull the live chat up in here. I don't know if, oh, I do too, yeah. I got a live chat in all of them. We're rolling. Let me gear this one up so we can see who's here. There we go. Looking good, fellas. We're looking good. So here we got the Manatee. We got the Mantis just as a MIDI controller today. Nothing crazy. And the Manatee is what we're all going to be focusing on today, and the beautiful sounds from there, from Fred's lab. So a cool little story about that I'll tell you in a second. And what's up, Tony Black? What's happening, beautiful? Go. Cheers. What's going on, Max Slack? Got a few people in here today. Nice. Tactical midis here. Cool. So let's jump back over to the other screen. All right. So I did a bunch of videos before on Fred's lab. So how it works at Samurai Nation, man, Renegade, we do the reverse double super platinum crusted diamond truffle. You know, we do the, I don't know, what do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? The pre-show? That's what some people call it. But I just love the synthesizers. I find them, we talk about them, we go over them live, we experience them together, and we're doing it from the ground up, grassroots. So, you know, a lot of times we don't even have the gear. We just got to watch the videos of other people with the gear and fantasize about someday scratching together enough scrump to go out there and pick up a synth for ourselves. So that's what happens over in Renegade Nation. That's how we do it. And the beautiful thing is, when you do the reverse double super platinum crusted diamond truffle, sometimes some things happen in the opposite way that they happen for others. So there's a cool story behind that. But I just want to thank you all for joining me. So if we look over here, this is my channel. If it's your first time here, if this is your first time here, you're in for a ride. Okay, now what you experience today might not be what you experience tomorrow. What you experienced this morning might not be what you experience tonight. Okay, it's a kaleidoscope of personality, of character, of a blending of fantasy and reality, and you never know what you're gonna get when the kid comes online. Okay, so that's just the way it is. So if you're here today and you're like, oh man, this cat's chill, he's relaxed, his oscillators and percolators, this is my vibe, all right, boom, like and subscribe. Well, tell you what, tonight you might turn me on and I might be coming in super hot. So be prepared to hit the unsub button, because that happens a lot. I'll get sub, unsub, because I switch it up so much. But that's just how we do it in the synthesizer entertainment business, okay? Because that's what we're in. It's a whole new genre created by the synth renegades. It's called synth entertainment. It's a blending of worlds between fantasy and reality, and it's a damn good time. So thanks for joining us. Let me just address the live chat, see who we got here today watching. Let me know if the audio's good, video quality's good, any freezing, any things like that, and we'll go through it. Sounds good? Cool. Smarty's in the house, Smarty 1970. There's 2 live chats. Is there? Not where I'm from. Maybe there's 2 videos playing at once. I don't know. Let me check something real quick. Shouldn't be. Why would there be 2 live chats? 2 streams? Hold on, let me check something real quick before we get all fired up and get going here. I want to make sure that we don't have 2 streams going at once. Let me see. Let me jump screens here. Hold on. Just gotta make sure everything's going good, because every time I set up to do one of these things, things change in the background a lot of times. So hold on. Check the studio. See if we got a phantom stream rolling in. Let's check it out. Go to my section, live. Nah, there's only 1 live happening, brother. That's it. It's just this one. So I don't know what you're talking about, 2 live streams. Yeah, no idea what you're talking about, Smarty. Don't know, like Sonic State, they have people from other platforms chatting. Huh? No clue, man. No idea what you're talking about. There's only one live stream in here, my bro. And that's this one. But thanks for throwing me off my game for a second. Appreciate it. All right, so if we jump on back over here, like I said, I got 3 videos I did on the wonderful Fred's Lab. If you didn't check out my videos from yesterday, I mean, they're absolutely fantastic, but I did a quick little demo of the Fred's Lab 3-minute hot hitter. It was crazy. And people, I didn't even know what I was going to do, but people were like, man, can we hear what it sounds like? I was like, all right, yeah, sure, we'll hear what it sounds like, no problem. I'll gear that up. My pleasure. And that's what we're going to do. So why don't we jump on over and have a little look at what this actually is right here. This is Fred's Lab. An awesome small company. Boutique, pure legend. What the fuck? If you don't know what PHOQUE is, then it's seal in French, all right? Or manatee, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so that's what's going on. This is a beautiful synthesizer. I've been following it for over a year. It's completely crazy. 4-part, 16-voice spectral synthesizer module, full support for PE and polyphonic expression, polyphonic aftertouch. If you got one of those keyboards, you're all set. Digital synthesizer offers 16 voices, preset dependent 4 parts, and a selection of carefully handcrafted audio algorithms with extensive, well-documented MIDI implementation. You can MIDI this to everything. You can MIDI it to the ceiling, to the walls, till the sweat drips off your synth. Okay? Additive wavetable synthesis, granting adventurous musicians the I mean, I went over this so many times already. Everybody who's a regular knows about this synthesizer. Each voice built 2 oscillator, advanced noise and ring modulator, multimode resonant filter, extra RC section, beefy saturator module, 2 meta envelopes, 1 custom LFO, classic modulation matrix in addition to the hardwire routing. Each modulation source can target many parameters, and then the intensity of the modulation be controlled by available expressors and blah, 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 blah. Sweet. Each part carries a spectral maker, 2 custom LFOs, time-based effects modules, delay, comb filters, and 2 adjustable stereo equalizers. Well, bam, all in this package. Okay? This thing is insanity. It's a monster. Absolute beast, right? Look at it right here. Okay? I'm telling you what, this is built like a damn tank. The knobs are absolutely gorgeous. The whole thing is made of friggin' animanium. They probably had to friggin' do an autopsy on Wolverine and take the friggin' bones out of the cat, because this thing is built, it's heavy. It's heavy as can be. I did a workout with it this morning. I had one weight in one hand, I had the Manatee in the other, did a bunch of curls, got the biceps all pumped up, and then we got a beautiful classic little screen, buttons, you know, the whole deal. We got an envelope section, we got a sources section, we got a macro section, we got a mixer with delay, EQ, and reverb, and then we got our master control. We got a drive, LFO, envelope generator, cutoff, resonance with tons of different kinds of filters, etc., etc. Okay, that's what's up. So this is a very cool thing. So if I jump back over here, so the cool thing about this was the story behind this is pretty cool actually. Twin Cities Oxygen went and reached out to Fred's Lab. Shout out to Twin Cities Oxygen. He's got an event coming up. He's got the Shelter for Synths, or Synths for Shelter charity event. They got everyone in there. They got Devin Belanger, Miles Away, Hans Volt, Echo Craft, Tactical MIDI, I think's in there. They got IntelliGel, I believe Kiviak Instruments, I believe Fred's Lab's doing there, and they're doing like basically tag jams, jam for they got a bunch of people in there. Not sure who else, but he's got tons of people, tons of synth companies, cool event. So Twin Cities Auction, very cool. And the cool thing about this Manatee story is I've been covering the Manatee for years in the reverse double platinum crusted diamond truffle. And Twin Cities reached out to Fred Lab and he was like, bro, you know, Samurai's covering the Fred's Lab. You should check it out. Fred's Lab checked it out. and then hit me up with an email, man. He's like, I appreciate you covering I got your contact from Twin Cities Auction. He reached out. Appreciate you doing a bunch of videos, man. I've done probably about 8 hours of content on the Manatee already. And he was like, really appreciate that, man. We just want to send you a Manatee as a thank you for basically all your hard work and covering this beautiful boutique synthesizer, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, that's cool, man. Why don't you come on the show and have a chat and tell all the renegades, kind of like PWM did with the Malevolent and the Mantis, called into the show, did a stream bomb, chopped it up, and Synth Renegades absolutely loved it. PWM, another amazing company, 2 amazing synthesizers right now. They got an Oscar rebirth coming, and they got an insane digital behemoth, which will challenge the Virus TI as probably one of the greatest digital synthesizers of all time. But tonight, we've got this beautiful Manatee, and like I said, it's gorgeous. So I just want to say shout out to Fred's Lab, and Fred wrote him this morning. I was like, bro, I'm going live today. If you want to pop in the chat, there'll probably be some people in there if you want to shoot off. Anyone got any questions about it? So Fred might pop in the chat. I don't know. And if he don't, he'll join the call-in show at some point, man. So this is cool. So I guess today what we're doing is I pre-glazed this whole thing for about 6 hours. So now I actually get to really get to see if my mouth deserves the credit for finding a beautiful synth and pre-glazing it and saying it sounds so awesome. We get to hear it today together live and see if it lives up to the hype that I already pre-hyped. So again, that's the reverse double super truffle, and it's just a wonderful story to me that if you're doing this, you got a channel, you want to get going, man, just do it. You love synthesizers, cover synthesizers nonstop, and every once in a while, some lucky charms might come your way. And that's pretty cool for the pre-glaze. Right? Pre-glaze. Pre-glaze. Right? That's the Juno X there, just doing a little bit of a teaser. So let me just jump back to the chat. We got the Machines 1 here. Everyone's popping in. What's happening, dude? Rourke's in the house. Shout out to Rourke. Shout out to Rourke Industries. Shout out to the Behringer Bros. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, I'm falling back in love with the Juno X, actually. Juno X is awesome. Everyone should have a Juno X. I fell off the radar a little bit, but I feel like everyone should get a Juno X now. So, and if you want to just have a quick look at the new studio before we get rocking and rolling, I should, because everyone's been asking about it. I'm getting emails saying, bro, where'd you get the idea for the studio? What have you done? You got rid of the hippie tie-dye, and you kind of going a little more in line with what I am. The hippie tie-dye was just because is all I had, and I figured I wanted to make it look cool. So, but now we've got the beautiful samurai backdrop painted by the one and only Filipino artist Sven Nigel, born in Sweden, raised in the Philippines. Flew him over from the Philippines. He hand painted this with his fingers and some red ochre that I got from Newfoundland, from the old Beothuk tribes in Newfoundland. Yeah, so shout out to Sven Nigel. You probably won't find him anywhere. It was a very special request, and yeah, finger painted that with red ochre. So that's pretty crazy if you ask me. Hans Volt's here, baby. What's up, dude? The only one's not here is Echo. Echo's probably still sleeping. Who knows? Echo, you know why Echo looks so beautiful? You know why Echo looks so beautiful? He's so young. He's so gorgeous. He looks so beautiful because he gets so much sleep. Echo sleeps about 12, 24 hours a day, you know? Sometimes. So that's why he looks so good. I think, anyway. Echo, man, you got to tell me, the bro don't age. He's ageless, right? Absolutely ageless. So yeah, so what we're going to do today, I'm just going to play some sounds from the Manatee. I haven't even really dug into it yet, so this is pretty much like a first experience. I went and loaded, I was gearing up this stream style to do the demo, and I just played a patch, and I just was like, I had to record this. I got to send this to the fellas just to see what they think. And I sent it to them, and they were like, dude, that sounds awesome. So today we get to dive in a little bit and just hear some sounds and go through it. And I'll probably do 2 or 3 videos on this now, kind of the same thing I did with the Mantis and the Malevolent, because already just from first contact, I'm like, I love it, man. There's just something I love about, this is why I'm not so, you know, dead set on the anal OG, like Noir calls it, the analog, is because digital opens up so many more opportunities. I love the hybrids, like the hybrid Mantis with the digital oscillators, analog filters. The Malevolent as an analog synthesizer is probably one of the greatest synthesizers ever created of all time. That's my opinion personally. I think if you haven't picked up a PWM Malevolent, I think you friggin' lost your mind, because you can grab those for $3.99, $4.99. You can get a good price on these, and there is no sound you have in your studio that you will ever be able to get that even comes close to what the PWM Malevolent can bring out. It's just a different kind of beast, and it's extraordinary. So I can never sing enough praise for the PWM Malevolent. All right. Let's get into some sounds. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let me get over to what I actually set up here. Yeah, there's a new genre out, baby. It's called chill wave. We just chill together and we chill together. I love it. We're gonna do it coming up. Hold on. Shut this music down. All right, so turn that music off for a little bit. Now we're going to relax, have a sip of coffee, and we're going to get into some Fred's Lab Manatee. I'm just going to start from the beginning, man, just like we got it right out of the box together. It's got the quick start, manual's decent, couple pages, nothing too crazy. You know, it's cool. And it's deep. So it's like a Manatee, man. Those things can go deep, and then they got to come up for some air. So they give you cool 2 little things like that, 2 little book pack, cool. Yeah, let's hear some sounds, man. So this is the first patch right off the bat. It's called Soft PDFM. Pretty nice, right? I mean, long friggin' release on that. Let me minimize that, get that out of the way so I can see the chat. Yeah, it's a... I mean, that sounds like a friggin' manatee. I don't know, man. If I was swimming in the ocean, that would probably be like what a manatee would sound like if I was in the ocean. I imagine that if I went down to one of those underwater bases that the military's been covering up for years, I can only imagine that if I went down underwater into one of those beautiful underwater cities that do exist, you'll find out that probably in the next 4 to 5 years. If I went down there and got to swim with the manatees, I kind of assume that this is what I would hear, you know? This is kind of what I assume I would hear.
As the manatee exited the star system, he slowly swam by. He knew the humans would eventually find their way. Morty the manatee had faith in the human race. He knew they would come to their senses eventually and stop fighting. Morty the manatee knew that some humans deserved to have their butts kicked. But he also knew that even the strongest man gets tired of kicking butt. It's time for peace. It's time for peace.
So the cool thing is it's got 3 macro knobs here. You probably can't see it because I need a better camera, but it's got 3 macro knobs. Pretty much every knob you touch opens up a macro scene with these 3 knobs, right? Let me switch over to the big screen. Let's have a look. Manatees are legless hippos. Yeah, dude. They are. So Synthpotamus should change his name to Synth Manatee. All right, so if I go to this screen. Yeah, so we look here, you got the 3 macro knobs, right? And every parameter you touch, I ain't like one of those guys. I can't do the full zooms yet, but that'll come, man. I'm growing with time. You know, you got to get better. I'm adapting the best I can as we go. But you got the 3 macro knobs right here. So any parameter you kind of touch opens up some macro knobs, right? Just a whole lot going on there. There's a whole lot going on, man. There's a whole lot happening. So that's just, listen, when you take it right out of the box, that's what you get. You get an absolute intro to the world of the manatee, okay? Manatee. You take it right out of the box, and within seconds, you're swimming with Morty the manatee himself. Epic. All right, so that's the first one. Let's jump on over here. I want to get to the next one. So it's super easy to get around. At first I was like, took it out and I'm like, oh man, what's going on? But now I'm just like, okay, easy, boom. Hit the 1, back to the beginning. Twist the knob or click a button. Now we're on patch 2. WB1 Tech Bell, whatever that is. Let's throw on an arpeggiator. Adding some delay here. Adding a little LFO. There's some delay going on. I mean, you can get a really freaking cool thing going on here real quick. I'm digging this. I think that's friggin' a couple seconds right from a simple synth arp. Cool. Cool. Very, very cool. So that was patch 2. So, I mean, this is kind of just as I assumed when I thought about when I was doing the videos before about the Fred's Lab, the the Manatee, I was like, you know what, dude, this thing is friggin' wild. I just knew it was wild, and it's friggin' wild. You can get such cool sounds out of this thing already. And I'm just doing this with you right now. This is my first go at it. Like I said, I just turned it on the other day when I was setting up this stream so I could actually do it properly, make it look cool and unique and not like everyone else's. And I'm just listening to the patches. I haven't even went through it. I just did an init patch and did something cool the other day. And I think I got that loaded up for later too, but this one's called Monster OL. This one's wild as well. So you can change the spectral generator. Early V. Lots of stereo action going on. Hope you got headphones. Two LFOs, switching those around. Crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely berserk. Yeah, let's try another one. Bass sound. Little filter sweep for all the filter freaks. There's no resonance. Let's go down an octave. %50 resonance. Uh, 75. Oh, let me check the chat. 75% resonance filter sweep. Oh. Oh. Turn the noise off. Berserk. Lower octave. That's crazy. So that's a pretty cool filter sweep. That's just a low pass. LP4 it says. And that's friggin' nuts. All right, what's everyone saying? Was late coming in. Zed Airtone, what's happening? Indeed, overlooked necessity. That's for sure. Definitely is. I put a couple small drum machines on. Let me see why that chat's not coming up properly. Hold on. Let me check something. Oh, I know why. It's got to be in front of everything. Hold on. There we go. All right, filter sweep, 75%. Let's go. That's a nice filter. I don't care what you say. Lower octave. Let's go friggin' full resonance. Filter sweep. Don't need to blow your ears out. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's check out next one. That's the bass patch. What's this? Sarajevo pad. Lots of friggin' movement going on there, actually. Let me switch to the green screen. Lots of movement. Okay. Serial pad. Let's go to the next one. What's this? Glass CTG. That sounds cool. Well, let me just jump back to the chat, see what everybody's saying here. We got Maxi Slack. What's he saying? But always eventually phased out, that's for sure. Conductive. Kind of reminds me of the Blofeld. It's got a little bit of a Blofeld. It's basically the size of the Blofeld, yeah. It's the size of the Blofeld. Multi-timbral, 4-part multi-timbral. It's got 4-part multi-timbral, which is friggin' awesome. It's got a stereo in, a stereo out actually, and it's got an aux stereo in, so you can use it as an effects unit too. You can input into this beautiful stereo head. It's got a clock input. It's got a MIDI in, out, and through, which is cool. Get some delay going like crazy. Yeah, nice phasing, right? Changing the delay type. Ping pong. Run some ring mod. Ooh, the squirts diddly dirts. Cool. Very cool. All right, see what people are saying. Thanks, TCO. Maxi Slack, I hate my phone, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, ping pong. That's nice. Ping pong delay on it's pretty cool. Yeah, I just got stereo out. So I got stereo out going into the mixer over here. Just simple. Very, very simple. It's 4-part, yep. 4-part multi-spectral. Yeah, no insects were hurt during the filming of this demo, that's for sure. All right, let's check out a different one. What's this? Just messing around here. Just messing around. All right, what's people saying? What the hell is the stereo head? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that means. What the hell is the stereo head? I don't know. Don't even know what you're talking about. Twin Cities says headphones. Yeah, you got to put on headphones, man. You don't got headphones. Listen to these demos. You're crazy. You've lost your mind. You're listening to this through your iPhone. You're stupid. You got to put on headphones, or you got to put on, yeah, or you got to put on your, or you got to put on your monitors. What's Conductive saying there, bro? Yeah, let's check out another pad. So one thing I wonder, let me try. Some nice pads on this, by the way. reverb does overdrive a bit though. Watch. So, I was talking to Fred. He said that's going to be fixed in the next firmware, so that's cool. Cool. So the LFO's on some crazy shape there. I don't know. It's SHA shape, and it's on some super crazy squiggle. You can kind of see it right here on the screen. So LFO is going absolutely berserk. Wish I had some stereo head. Yeah, me too, bro. Yeah, it sounds good in the truck, Georgie G's. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. It's got this insane lo-fi super crunch because the LFO2 shape is on the super squiggle. Frequency 134, amount 98. Absolutely friggin' berserk. Listen to the crunch. It's got Mega Terminator. Let's go down an octave. Let's go up. You hear that? Super cool because every knob you touch, you get those 3 macros, which are deadly. This is the best octave for this one, though. Change the wave. I don't know why I love that. I just love it. Let me throw some crazy reverb on here. don't know, I could play around with that one all day long. Let's jump back to the studio for a minute. Take a little break for a sec. Have a chat. Yeah, I could friggin' play this thing all day. It's friggin' nuts. What's everyone saying? Conductive. At least if I could make a Blofeld jealous. You could make a Blofeld jealous, that's for sure. What's up, QW Music? Can't even replace a Blofeld? This blows the Blofeld away. Hate to tell you, this friggin' kills the Blofeld. I'm telling you, I'm in love with it already. I love that friggin' crazy sound you can get from digital synthesizers. I just do. That's my favorite. I don't know why. It's just, that's what I'm attracted to. You can play Crockett themes from Miami Vice soundtrack. Yep. Yes, I can. Crockett's theme. Dig out the comb filter. Dig out the comb filter? Hold on. Hold on, little girl. Oops.
Radio transmission.
We got a radio transmission.
We got a radio transmission. Hello?
Hello? We got a radio transmission? Hello, hello? Is there anybody out there? Come on, man. You can't tell me that's crazy. That's not crazy. That's berserk. Love it. Absolutely love it. Twin Cities is powerful. It's very powerful. The Manatee's absolute powerhouse. He says it's got great EQ, got a second master filter. Yeah. It's like I said, man, for such a small you can see the size of it there, right? So that's the size, you know. If you want comparison, here's a mouse. That's how big it is. So the Manatee is the size of 1, 2, 3, and about 4 mouses in space size, right? And it's friggin' massive. It's friggin' massive, massive, massive. All right, let's jump over to the screen for a second so I can see something. So what do we got over here? Let's see if there's any info. Hold on. Let's go cheat sheet so we can check out the Let's check out the, no, I don't want the cheat sheet actually. Let's check out the signal path, in case anyone's wondering. All right, here's the architecture of this beast. Here's the architecture. You got the voice generator, spectrum renderer. You got the algorithmic content with the waves, obviously. Different types of waveform, etc. Going to the balance. Then we got a noise, rate, color. And we got ring mod, okay? Then we got an LFO, sample and hold sequencer clock envelope. You want me to make that bigger? Make it a bit bigger for you. Then we've got the multimode filter, 12 dB, 24 dB, octave, obviously a bunch of waveforms there, different slopes. We've got envelope down here. We've got RC filter. We got envelope A over here, amp envelope, filter envelope, obviously. We got the mod matrix, and then you come over here and then you get into the saturator, which got a drive and a mix. And I mean, the drive on this thing is berserk. Watch. Crazy town. Okay, so then we got the saturator. It goes into a delay. We got delay. We got a comb filter. We got a bunch of different kinds of delays. Comb. We got, I believe I looked at ping pong, echo, tape, spectrum, analyzer up here. We got LFO 1 and 2, like I said. And you got 4 parts, man. This 4-part multi-timbral. Absolute friggin' beast. And as we keep going, we keep going. We got EQ, 2 EQs. We got a arpeggiator, reverb, hall, differential size feedback, a main bus, audio bus. And the Manatee's interface is, if we jump over here, so I can give you a bigger picture so you can see what it looks like. Zoom out a little bit. Boom. So that's the interface of the Manatee here, right? You got the envelope up top, right? You got decay. For the 2 envelope, you got attack, you got release, you got the filter and the amp envelope. You got looping envelopes as well. Down here, you got your sources, you got your spectrum, you got your content balance, LFO2, pitch, formant. You got your 3 macro knobs here, which control everything. LFO1, LFO2. You got your 3 LFO knobs over here. In the middle, you got your screen with your 4 parts for the big bad boys. And then down here, we got the filters, cutoff, resonance, envelope generator, LFO, drive knob, and then you got your mixer up here with your EQ and everything else, reverb, delay. Very, very cool. So it's a cool synth, man. I'm gonna tell you, it's a very cool synthesizer so far. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. What do you think? Any comments? It's built like a brick. Exactly. It's built like a brick shit house. I told you this morning. Instead of lifting weights, I lifted the Manatee in one hand and something else in the other. When I took it out of the box, I took the Manatee out of the box and I was like, holy crap. I didn't expect this to be so solidly built. Like I said, I feel like it's built out of animanium from Wolverine. Everything is solid. You know when you turn a knob? So there's different ways you get the feeling out of a knob, okay? And some people are more familiar with knobs than me, you know? But when you touch these knobs, it's got the exact right amount of resistance to feel. So you know when you get a knob, sometimes you turn it, it's like, wow, wow, and you're like, ooh, that feels like, nah, I don't know if I like that. And sometimes you get it and you're like, that's a little too hard. This one here, you're like, ooh, just friggin' right. It's got the exact right amount of resistance. So if you're a tactile person and, you know, you like the feel of knobs, this thing is definitely up your alley for sure. I'm kind of multitasking today, watching this, prototyping passive micro modular expansion for my vocal modular Bassler wave. That's pretty crazy. That's friggin' above my pay grade, Zed, baby. Absolute insane. What's Harmonic Sonics saying? Harmonic Sonics, you know what, bro? I feel like you would love the Manatee, man. From what I watch with you, you go so deep into stuff that the Manatee is like, Harmonic Sonics, listen, man, this might be the one for you, bro. It sounds freaking good. Let's go to another thing. Let me switch. Oh, Rhodes piano. Ooh. Cool. Wow, this one's called Wow. Text sound effects. Cool. insane. I'm between the Manatee and the GR Mega. Well, the GR Mega is what, $1,500 or something. Manatee is $749 or $799. Did you just hear that friggin' patch I just made? Holy friggin' guacamole! Wow. Did you just hear that? Wow. That is mental. I might have to save that. That all came from a sitar sound. Let me throw some reverb from the mixer on there. That's crazy. I don't know why I just I don't know why I love that type of sound. I just do. I think it's because it's so weird. About to drive cool sounds. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. All right, man. So let's go through a couple more and then we'll chill for a minute. So, whoa! You hear that? So I made this cool thing in the multi thing with bandpass. And this is one I just did the other day, and I just liked how the filter sounded. So this is what it sounds like. Isn't that cool? Let me jump to the other screen. So isn't this such a cool sound? It's got that kitten purr, that kitty cat purr. I love that sound, that band pass on a low octave. Doesn't that sound insane? I don't know, something about that. It's like ASMR-ish. It just sounds so, I don't know, it's got like this crystal clear, super bubbling, like a pot bubbling over or something. All right. Wow, that's hypnotic. Holy crap. That is hypnotic as like crazy. What's up, autism musician? All right, I think let's check out, see what's on the go. So that's the Manatee. A couple few sounds from the Manatee. Once I get more deep into it, oh, man, doesn't that? I could just do this for like 4 hours. Turn the release up. Look at the texture. That's berserk. Sonar wave. Should I save this patch? I should, shouldn't I? Yeah, I gotta save this one. I just like it too much. Hold on. Save. Man, that's just too good. That's just too good, man. I didn't even think about doing the poly. Alright, that's enough of that. Wow. That's friggin' crazy town. What's up, machines? What are you saying, my brother? Bonkers. Yeah, it's friggin' bonkers, bro. Absolutely bonkers. Sounds like modular. Yeah, I guess this is pretty much a modular synth. Listen to that. I mean, hold on a second. Add some noise to this. Some ring modulation. gotta stop because I'll just keep doing that. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. It's too much fun. I gotta stop. Modular Manatee mobsters, yeah. So let me just, so that's what I'm gonna do with the Manatee today. Like I said, the Fred's Lab Manatee is an absolute beast. Cool story. Like I said, Twin Cities Oxygen reached out to Fred's Lab, told them about my channel. I already did like about 6 hours of content on the Manatee over the year, last year. And if you want to have a look here, you know, so I did a bunch of Manatee videos already on oscillators and percolators. So I figured it was, might as well just do an oscillators and percolators this morning, pretty relaxed, and cover it. I got a bunch of Manatee build-up videos and the reverse double-double platinum encrusted diamond truffle. Fred reached out and said, thanks, man. Thanks for doing so many videos on the Manatee. Appreciate you covering it. It's, as everybody knows, it's hard for these smaller companies, PWM, Fred's Lab, to get any play with all the synth mafia and the big boys out there. You get a lot of these guys who will, you know, get a synthesizer and then you get a couple minutes of a highly edited video and you actually don't even get to hear what it sounds like. And that's just the bottom line, the way it is, right? So we need some spectral need. So yeah, I did a bunch of videos and yeah, thanks, man. So my opinion is, I think this is one of the coolest friggin' synthesizers I have in my studio by far. All of the synthesizers I own are amazing. They're hand-picked, highly curated to build absolute generational synth wealth over the years. There's a synth depression happening at the moment. You got a lot of synth guilt going on. You got a lot of guys out there who are getting rid of all their gear, and it's a sad state of affairs because you work so hard to acquire these beautiful synthesizers. We got the Roland Juno X here. Everyone thinks the kid's a Roland hater, bro. I ain't no Roland hater. I love Roland, and the Roland Juno X is insane. Okay. So if you don't got a Juno, go pick up a Juno X. You got everything you need. Okay. So cool. Roland Juno X. I got a Hydra synth down here. Hydra synth deluxe. You can't quite see it. Right here, you can see a little bit. I've got the Malevolent right here. I got the PWM Mantis right here. I was just using that as the MIDI controller for the Manatee. I got a beautiful Korg MW 2408 mixer, which allows me to have loop back and everything now, so it makes my setup so much easier. I want to thank Conductive for hooking me up with this bad boy from Korg. The SoundLink is a great mixer. Couple negatives, but you know what? For the most part, it's probably one of the best mixers ever made on planet Earth by far. And if you don't got one, you should go pick one up, right? Best VST synth on planet Earth is the Roland Juno X. The tied for the best VST synth on the planet, basically, is the Hydra Synth Deluxe. The Malevolent is the best analog synth ever made. The PWM Mantis is the best digital hybrid ever made. Over here, I got a Arturia Mini Freak tied for the best hybrid synthesizer ever made. Behind that, I got the Korg Monopoly. This is also tied for the best analog synthesizer ever made. Then back here, you can't see it, but I got the Korg Op 6. You can see the colors a little bit. That's tied for the best digital synthesizer ever made as well. And then I got the Multi-Poly from Korg Desktop. That's also tied for best digital synthesizer ever made. And then I got the Korg Drumlog, which is the best drum machine ever made to date, hands down. And everybody's sleeping on it, and they hate on it. But the thing is so powerful, it blows every drum machine out of the water on Earth by far. And I also got a bunch of Behringer synthesizers, and they're the best too. So I pretty much bought all the best synthesizers on Earth. And then I've got the Roland Boss RC505. This is the best looper ever made here as well. All right. So this is how you build generational synth wealth. You acquire synthesizers, you save up your money, you work hard, and you definitely can have a good time, right? Let me turn the music back on. Trusto saying the great synth purge is upon us. Yeah, see, we got a battle happening here right now. We've got Trusto and Monkey Island and the boys doing the great synth purge. They're in synth depression at the minute. It's sweeping across Monkey Island, and they're purging all their synthesizers. But you know what? Maybe they got a secret plan in the background. I don't know. You got Echo Craft. Echo Craft owns, I think at the count now, he owns probably 67 synthesizers, and he owns 125,322 VSTs. That's why his computer doesn't work, and because it's clogged up with VSTs. And that's also a problem across the synth community is people bought too many VSTs, and now their synths are all clogged up, or their computers are all broke. So that's crazy too. But you got people getting rid of their synths, not me, man. I'm acquiring synths nonstop, full tilt, 24/7, gaslord.com. Check it out. It's a website. If you're ever, it's got a helpline on there, gaslord.com. And if you're ever thinking of buying a synthesizer and everybody's trying to convince you not to, then call Gaslord and pick up some encouragement that'll push you over the edge to buy a synthesizer. All right? And that's the show for today. Thank you for joining me again. A beautiful experience we just had with the Fred's Lab Manatee. I think it's an amazing synthesizer. It lived up to the hype last year of the 6 hours of coverage that I covered this, from its like Kickstarter to its shows all over the planet. And Fred is an absolute amazing dude. And when he comes on the show, man, he'll maybe tell you about his story, because this guy's the fact that this man can make this plus some other synthesizers he's got here. Check it out. He's got some other ones. He's got a DIY one, I believe, a DIY kit. Hold on, let me jump screens. He's got a DIY kit. He's got the Z kit. Okay. He's got the Toro, which is super cool. You know, maybe too complicated for a bro like me. And then we got the Buzzy. It's a Bam Bam. Okay. 16 voice 4-part MIDI poly synth. Absolutely crazy. But I'll tell you one thing right now. This dude knows how to make. He knows how to make stuff sound good. And now you know, man, you got the Renegade certified demo from Synth Renegades, Synth Renegade Mafia, the Behringer Bros, and Synth Samurai. You've got the certified demo now. You heard it. And that's just scratching the friggin' surface, I think, of what this can do. I'll dive in later. And today I just made I think I might have made 6 of the greatest patches of all time on any synthesizer. You watch them be made today in real time just from screwing around, you know? I'm just a bro. I'm a synth caveman, okay? And I think it's Renegade certified that this thing's gold. All right, I got to roll. You guys take it easy. It's going to be a long weekend. It's going to be a big weekend. We got a holiday Monday. I don't know what it's called in America. I think it's Columbus Day. But I come from an island full of Vikings. So Christopher Columbus wasn't the first man to arrive in North America. It was actually Leif Erikson. And he stopped in Newfoundland, I call it. But Newfoundland, it was the first place that anybody showed up over here. It wasn't old Chris Columbus, okay? Let's get that straight. It was friggin' Leif Erikson and the Vikings. And if you don't believe me, go look into it. Lansing Meadows, Newfoundland, the first settlement in North America ever by the Vikings, from the Vikings, okay? And I'm actually probably a Viking too. I don't know. I'm just a short one. All right. Take it easy. Catch you on the flip side. If I can get this friggin' mouse working. God, I need a new battery in this thing, obviously.